If you apply your blush back and forth on your cheekbone like this, I want you to try to stop and do this instead. Instead of using a big fluffy brush like this, try to use something more compact and precise like this. And press the blush into the skin, tapping it into the area that you want it to. I find this pushes the product into the skin more, giving you more longevity, and it doesn't fluff everywhere. It just looks better. It looks more precise, clean, and doesn't fluff everywhere like this does. Don't you think it looks better? Let's try that, shall we? Why do I have this much hair? Like, what? Can I count this as a workout for the day, though? Got one bun. Got two buns. I feel like you're not supposed to have this much extra hair. Like, crossing over and pinning into place. I'm gonna just like pin up the rat tail. Wait, why is this kind of cute? I mean, it needs a little fine tuning, but I'm not mad at it. I have two concealer swatches on my hand. One I'm going to rub into the skin with back and forth buffing motions, and the other one I'm going to pat into the skin. Patting this one into place, just pressing it, and this one I'm going to buff back and forth. You can see the swatch that I pressed into place has more coverage, and this is a more sheer coverage on this side when I buffed it. That rule applies to your foundation and concealer, so if I have a blemish I'm going over, I will press my foundation into that area and then maybe buff the rest of my face to sheer it out, and then if I want more coverage up here, I'll press it in, and if I want less coverage on my cheeks, I'll buff it out. So when you're applying your foundation with a brush, keep that in mind. If you want more coverage, pat. If you want less coverage, buff. That's all. If you're a brunette with a light to medium skin tone, I want to talk about your eyebrows. Oftentimes when choosing a brow product, we're like, what's my hair color? Okay, let me choose that for my eyebrows, but let me tell you the problem with that. This matches my hair. I'm gonna fill my brows in with that. Okay, I filled this brow in as I normally would, and I feel like it just drags my eye down and looks really dark and harsh. So I'm actually gonna use this lighter taupe shade. It's about 2 shades lighter, and look at the difference. And this is with my preferred shade. Now I still have a nice full defined brow, but it's a lot softer and opens my eyes up a lot more. Here's a trick for your lower lash line. If you want definition but don't like liner or heavy eyeshadow, take a felt tip eyeliner pen and put little dots at your lower lash line. This makes it look like the roots of additional lashes. It makes your lashes look fuller, and mascara blends it all together. Here are 3 important places to put your concealer that aren't your under eyes. Around your nose. We get a lot of hormonal redness around our noses. Even if you don't start the day like that, it might happen throughout the day. So if you do a little extra concealing here, it makes a huge difference. Between your eyebrows, by putting a little bit of a lighter concealer here, it just sort of brightens and opens that area. And this one might be the most important. A lot of people conceal underneath their eyes but forget to do the very inner corner, and often this is where we have the most darkness and blue tones. It's in the inner corners, not right under here. So don't forget that inner corner of your eye. It's so important. Does anyone else feel like the clothes that they wear are not at all their style, but in order to like wear clothes that are your style, you'd have to like overhaul your entire wardrobe and spend like $1 million, and you just don't want to put in the money, time, or effort to do that. So you just keep buying things that like sort of fit with what you have, but then you keep adding things that aren't really what you would truly desire to be wearing. Or is that just me? If you want to create the illusion of a nice high cheekbone, try this. Add a little bit of contour powder at the outer corner of your eye going towards your temple, and then right underneath your cheekbone here, because when you shade these 2 areas, it leaves the top of your cheekbone nice and bright, which is going to make it stand out even more and give an elevated look. It's so subtle, but just so nice. This blush is giving me Dior vibes without the price tag. That really like cool toned pink that went viral earlier this year. J-Cat Blush Mallow in Sweet Cloud 9, $4.99. Love. I want to wear this brown lipstick today, so let's create a makeup look with this. When I wear a bolder lipstick, I tend to go pretty natural on my eyes, so I'm actually going to take the lipstick and put this lightly on my lids. This is going to help it to all coordinate, and my eyes aren't going to overpower my lip. Just give it a little zhuzh, you know? Okay. Put this on my lower lash line too. Mascara. I don't have a liner that matches exactly, so this is close enough. Let's put it on. This is called Angel by Buxom, and I just think it's so pretty. They still have it, I think, on Ulta and on their website. I like it. I wish I was back in the 90s.